Good evening to one and all present here. Today I, Chavi Dawani, Activity Prefect, would like to present the overall report of the 8th edition of Spectrum, an All India Art and Craft competition. Unison World School is extremely glad and privileged to apprise that this year the participation of the schools has increased than last year. The school commenced with the preparation of this very event exactly 1 month prior to the decision making of continuing the tradition of hosting its annual art and craft competition, Spectrum. At the very beginning, the teachers and the students came up with 9 unique and versatile events. Everything was organized and eventually the invitations were sent to various schools of the country. We then prepared the rules and regulations according to the requirement of every event, considering healthy and unbiased competition for all. Once we are ready with the plan and layout of Spectrum, the invites were sent to the experts, requesting them to be the judges of our events. We designed an official Instagram page to promote Spectrum amongst the students. Soon after the registration, all the schools started working enthusiastically to bring out their performances in their respective events. Every artwork was inspected closely. The results were finally compiled and reviewed to prevent any possible errors. We were fascinated by every student's talent and how they cooperated virtually to make this event a success. I hope this edition of Spectrum has been an enriching experience for everyone. Thank you. Now, I would like to begin with the result summary. Lens Online. The first position was bagged by La Martinia Girls' School, second by Jayashree Periwal High School, third by Jayashree Periwal Global School, and special mentions were given to Bombay Scottish School and the Hyderabad Public School. Steampunk Land. The first position was secured by Rajkumar College, Raipur, second by La Martinia Girls' School, third by Jayashree Periwal High School and the Assam Valley School. The special mentions were given to Welham Girls' School and Jayashree Periwal Global School. Paint a Song. The first position was secured by St. Joseph's Academy. The second positions were secured by Jayashree Periwal Global School and Jayashree Periwal High School. The third position was secured by Unison World School. The special mentions were given to Little Angels High School. Van Going. The first position was secured by Jayashree Periwal High School, second by Venkateshwar Global School, third by Jayashree Periwal International School, and the special mention was given to St. Augustine School. Maniac. The first position was bagged by Shivalik International School, second by Bombay Scottish School, third by Rajkumar College, and the special mentions were given to Manava Bharati India International School and Venkateshwar Global School. Phosphine. The first position was secured by Jayashree Periwal International School, second by Rajkumar College, third Convent of Jesus and Mary, and the special mention was given to the Emerald Heights International School. Matchmaking. The first position was bagged by La Martinia Boys School, second by Jayashree Periwal International School, third by St. Joseph's Academy, and the special mention was given to Rajkumar College. Word Face. The first position was secured by Jayashree Periwal International School, second by Shivalik International School, third by the Assam Valley School, and the special mentions were given to Jayashree Periwal High School and La Martinia School for Boys. Last but not the least, Draw Motion. The first position was secured by Jayashree Periwal Global School, second by Unison World School, third by the Assam Valley School, and special mentions were given to the Oberoi School of Integrated Studies and La Martinia School for Boys. Now, I would like to call Madam Principal, Ms. Divya Dwivedi, for further proceedings.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I welcome you to this colorful platform, Spectrum 2021, where students from 29 schools from across the nation have congregated, spreading the vibrance of their creativity. Using the coordination of hand and eye, creativity is poetry written on canvas. You give shape to your imaginative pursuits and give them life. The power of being a creator is divine. It is next just to God Himself. You could be a painter, a sculptor, a sand artist, a graphic designer, photographer, a writer, or an enthusiast trying out a new recipe in the kitchen, which is an equal form of art and expression. And those of you who thought that they cannot create anything, or there's no creativity in them, to them, I would say, think again. For as Vincent van Gogh says, and I quote, "If you hear the voice within you say, you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. It is only about giving impetus and wings to that caged bird within you, and set it free and let it soar." Started in the year 2014 with a single category as a painting competition, Spectrum has since grown from strength to strength. It has grown in multiple dimensions. It has grown in the number of categories of events. There's been growth in the number of participants, in terms of its geographic reach across the states of the nation. And over the past 2 years, the pandemic versions, yet another dimension has come to add to the classical art forms. Yes, you guessed it right. It is the blend of art with technology. And it's a humbling realization to experience how art impacts lives, adding a sense of peace and fulfillment to it, and how creativity finds expressions transcending barriers of society, castes, culture, and time zones. All this would not have been possible had we not been blessed with the grace of eminent stalwarts of our well-endowed fraternity of artists. Mr. Alokpreet Bhaumik of the Dadans Academy has twice presided over Spectrum. Ms. Kavita Nair, Mr. Krishnan Ahuja, Ms. Ingrid Pizza, Ms. Shubhika Lal, and Ms. Rashmi Malhotra have graced the event as chief guests in the previous years. This year, for the second online version of Spectrum, we are grateful to an eminent artist and educator, Mr. Abu Kalam Shamsuddin, who joins us today from Bangladesh. His presence here today goes on to speak about the universality of the language of creativity. An accomplished nature artist of the abstract form, Mr. Shamsuddin is an assistant professor at the Fine Arts School of the Kulana University in Bangladesh. He has taught at the Daffodil International University, Dhaka, and the Santo Mariam University of Creative Technology at Dhaka. He has often been celebrated and featured in several publications and platforms. To name a few, Himachal Pradesh University, Summer Hills, Shimla, Cosmos Center, Dhaka, Fine Arts University, Dhaka, as well as the 23rd National Exhibition of the Shilpkar Academy, Dhaka. Mr. Shamsuddin has several awards and accolades to his credit. He has been given a research grant from the University of Kalana in the year 2018, an honorary award at the Art Film Fest Shilpkala, Dhaka. He has been bestowed with an appreciation award at the Sada International Conference on Miniature Paintings. We are honored to have you in our midst, Mr. Shamsuddin. Thank you for agreeing to grace this occasion with your presence and giving it its validity. Adding to the gallery of luminaries today, we have an eminent panel of judges from amongst leading artists, designers, educationists, and researchers. I take this opportunity to welcome each one of you. Ms. Sumitra Ahlawat, designer and freelancer artist from New Delhi. Ms. Gulistan, what a beautiful name, is an artist, designer, educator, again from New Delhi. Mr. Raziel Sforza is an artist, illustrator, graphic novel artist. He joins us from Mexico City, Mexico. Ms. Raka Chaudhary is an artificial intelligence and solution engineer, designer, illustrator, writer, actor, works in England, and joins us from Calcutta today. Mr. Sharan Bharadwaj is an artist from the Lalit Kala Academy, Jaipur. Mr. Ankur Khare is an artist, educator, industrial designer, joins us from Paro, Bhutan. And last but not the least, Ms. Emily Shi, a peace ambassador, designer, exhibition director, joins us from Taiwan. I welcome you all, dear ma'ams and sirs. Your contribution will go a long way in shaping these young, budding artists. This competition today has the endorsement of 29 esteemed schools of the nation. The Lawrence School, Sanar, the Assam Valley School, St. Augustine School, Kalimpong, Welland Girls School, Dehradun, Manav Bharati International School, Dehradun, the Indian Public School, Rajwala, Dehradun, Little Angels High School, Gwalior, Doon Russell School, Dehradun, St. Peter's School and Junior College, Panchgani, Maharashtra, Venkateshwar Global School, New Delhi, Rajkumar College, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, Bombay Scottish High School, Mahim, Mumbai, the Hyderabad Public School, Begumpet, DPS RK Puram Sector 12, New Delhi, the Oberoi School of Integrated Studies, Raipur, Uttarakhand, New College Girls School, Ajmer, the Emerald Heights International School, Indore, Weinberg, Alan Masudi, La Martiniere for Boys, Kolkata, Jayashree Periwal Global School, Jaipur, Jayashree Periwal High School, Jaipur, Shivalik International School, Dehradun, La Martiniere for Girls, Kolkata, Jayashree Periwal International School, Jaipur, St. Joseph's Academy, Dehradun, Kasiga School, Dehradun, Myers and Bronson Residential School, Assam, Convent of Jesus and Mary, and us, the hosts, Unison World School. I would like to take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to each one of you participating schools. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank your principals for sparing you for this competition. Your participation is what makes this contest challenging and worth participating. Some of the participating teams have lifted this trophy in the past. Last year's winners being the formidable Jayashree Periwal School, Jaipur. This year too, we are looking forward with bated breath as to which team lifts this coveted trophy. May the best team win. Due to the impact of the pandemic last year, Spectrum in its new avatar has been perhaps the pioneer of inter-school online competitions. This year too, for the second year in succession, this competition is being conducted online. As it is said, art is a work of courage. It takes a lot of ingenuity, resolve, hard work, and initiative to make such events happen. We owe it to the Never Say Never community of the staff and students of Unison World School, who make wonders work the way they do. I am proud of each one of you. Congratulations and thank you.
I would now like to invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Sir Abul Kalam Shamsuddin.
This is Abul Kalam Shamsuddin, visual artist and assistant professor in drawing and painting discipline, Khulna University, Bangladesh. Greetings from Bangladesh. The dignitaries, audience, respected principal and participants present on this August Spectrum 2021 Inter-School Art Competition, the 8th audition. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this program. I feel eagerly honored to be with all of you in this art competition. Unison World School encourages every student at school to express herself creatively and learn to work collaboratively. This is not only enjoyable, stimulating, and rewarding, in itself, but helps rather to fix the goal for a better future as an artist. I'm glad and very impressed to see the many students from different schools have participated in this competition with their highly creative ideas. Considering all these qualities, I can say that Unison World School is producing such human beings which are full of values and dedication to the nation. I want once again to thank the management to arrange and include me in this event. I wish you all the best and prosperous future.
Now, I would like to request our Honorable Chief Guest to announce the winner of the Rolling Trophy of Spectrum 2021.
The time for announcement of the Rolling Trophy winner. I know all of the participants have been eagerly waiting for the result of the competition. So, I won't take much of your time. I just want to thank Golden Heights for a commendable efforts in the field of providing holistic development in co-curriculum activities of the students. I want to thank once again to the management for the arranging and inviting me to this event. I wish all the best and prosperous future to the Unison World School family. This year, the trophy goes to Jayashree Parwal High School, Jaipur, Rajasthan. A big congratulations to Jaipur Parwal High School. I am announcing that the Spectrum 2021 closed.
Now, I would like to invite Khushi, Activity Vice Prefect, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very pleasant afternoon to our Honorable Chief Guest, the panel of judges, Madam Principal, Madam Vice Principal, Deans, teachers and all my fellow participants. I, Khushi, Activities Vice Prefect of Unison World School, considers it a huge privilege to propose the vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of all who worked hard and cooperated to make Spectrum 2021 All India Art Competition a huge success. Ladies and gentlemen, events like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks ago. It requires a lot of planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be led by a team of very motivational and dedicated organization who knows their job well and are goal-oriented. Firstly, a special mention to our respected principal, Mrs. Divya Trivedi, for being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best and became a pillar of strength. It was all possible because of her support. Secondly, I would like to thank all our loving teachers for always having our backs and for guiding us at every step possible. I would also like to thank all the participants who tried and came out of their comfort zones. And lastly, a deep sense of appreciation for all those who worked behind the scenes, be it the IT department or the volunteers. Trust me, this event would not have been a huge success without any of your help and support. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे